Federal prosecutors may be putting together a national security case against the Chinese woman charged with illegally entering President Trump's Florida resort earlier this year. That's according to the Miami Herald.
33-year-old Yujing Zhang was arrested after she lied to gain entry into Mar-a-Lago while carrying malicious malware and other electronics. Now prosecutors are asking a federal judge to let them file classified information under seal. Sarah Blaskey is a reporter for the Miami Herald and is one of the authors of that story. Okay, so let's dig in a little bit to this. What's the significance of the prosecutors wanting to file this information under seal?
So there have always been suspicions that this case was one with national security implications. That is to say, Yujing Zhang wasn't just a bumbling tourist. But this filing that happened on Tuesday is the first sort of official indication of that. Now, we should point out that a filing like this under the Classified Information Procedures Act could be what it sounds like, procedural, and that is to say it could just be that the federal authorities have information on security protocols at Mar-a-Lago that they don't want to come out. But the Miami Herald understands that this particular filing, the classified information that federal authorities have on Yujing Zhang, is actually about her. So while it's too soon to say the nature of that, it could be just communication she had with someone else. It could be her travel plans. We do know that there is classified information about her and that this classified information has national security implications.
So do we know, Sarah, what the nature of that classified evidence could be?
So we can guess. There are sort of two options, right? One is simply that they have information about Yujing Zhang that was gathered through some sort of intelligence gathering mechanism, and they don't want it to come out during a trial exactly how they got the information. The method of information gathering could be classified. Or the information itself, the content, could be classified. That, of course, would be more interesting. And as we watch this unfold, we may find out more about this classified information, and we may not. That's the nature of this kind of case.
So the broader federal investigation into Chinese spying is also focused on Cindy Yang. Now, people may recall that she is the former owner of a day spa in Florida where there was that prostitution bust up, and the owner of the Patriots was picked up in that. But then after that story broke, we started to see pictures of her with the president. Who is she?
Cindy Yang is an immigrant from China. She's been described as a serial entrepreneur, someone that starts a series of businesses, one of which you mentioned was the spa business, but her most recent business endeavor was selling access to the president and his family, primarily through Mar-a-Lago, to Chinese businessmen and women who were sort of interested in making inroads into the United States. And so her pictures with the president, her pictures at Mar-a-Lago, were part of promoting that business, sort of saying, hey, look, I actually do have this access, and if you work with me, I can get you this access too.
Should stress she does not own that day spa anymore.
Right.
I said it once already, but I want to say it again.
Yeah.
Right. She does not.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, could this new development have an effect on Zhang's eventual sentence?
Well, I think it's too early to say. Right now, this classified information that the federal prosecutors would like to show the judge is being filed in a case of trespassing and lying to federal agents. That hasn't changed. We know the maximum sentence is 5 years for lying and 1 year for the trespassing. That can't change just because there is classified information. However, the nature of this information, the fact that it does imply national security, could foreshadow future charges. We just don't know. Again, Yujing Zhang has not been charged under the Espionage Act. That doesn't mean there couldn't be future charges brought against her.
So Zhang recently fired her public defenders who were representing her. What are we to make of the fact that she wants to represent herself?
I think everyone is asking themselves that question. The judge in her case was very critical of the decision. He said it was ill-advised. Her former public defenders called it ill-advised. She has no formal law training. but has insisted that she wants to represent herself. Interestingly, she has also sort of indicated that she's not very interested in going over the discovery against her, maybe implying she's not very interested in defending herself. We have to wait and see. In the trial in August, we'll know more about what her plan is. Is she going to make any motions? Is she going to just sort of accept what comes, or will she cut a plea bargain before then? We just don't know.
All right. We know you'll be following that. Sarah Blaskey, thank you very much as always. We appreciate it.